So, bago ang lahat, i-define muna natin ano nga ba yung problem solving. Problem solving, it refers to the mental process kung saan tayo ay nagdi-discover, nag-a-analyze at nagsasolve ng problem. Sa pag-solve ng problem, mahalagang sundin natin ang problem solving cycle. So, bago tayo mag-solve ng problem, kailangan natin alamin ano nga ba ang problema. We have to define and represent the problem well enough to understand how to solve it. Kailangan natin magplano ng strategy, pwedeng through analysis, synthesis, convergent, and divergent strategy. Organization of information, how do the various pieces of information in the problem fit together? Resource allocation, kailangan natin mag-decide kung gaano kadami ang resources and anong resources ang gusto natin i-invest sa pag-solve ng problem. Monitoring problem solving, mahalagang minomonitor natin ang process ng pagsasolve ng problem para masigurado natin kung nasa tamang track pa ba tayo o wala na. And the last step, evaluation. Sa evaluation, new problems can be recognized, the problem may be redefined, strategies come to light, and new resources may become available. Meron namang dalawang types of problem, the well-structured problems and the ill-structured problems. To summarize yung table, sinasabi na well-structured problems, lahat ng aspect ng problem ay malinaw. We know the initial state, rules, and the goal state. Dito, madali natin ma-figure out yung solution. Sa ill-structured naman, none of these things are clear. Di ganun kadali figure out yung solution and it's too complicated to solve the problem. Computer simulation. One method for studying how to solve well-defined problems. Sinusubukan itong gayahin yung pag-solve ng humans ng problems. Para maiwasan yung error sa pag-solve ng well-structured problems, they develop instructions, and by that, the researchers may better understand how humans solve similar kinds of problems. Problem solver, which may be using human or artificial intelligence, must view the initial problem state and the goal state within a problem space. Problem space, the universe of all possible actions that can be applied to a solving problem given any constraint that apply a solution of the problem. Para siyang picture frame, tinutulungan tayo nito upang ma-figure out kung ano ba yung problem, and by that, makagawa tayo ng corrective action para sa identified na problem, para makahanap tayo ng possible action na pwede natin i-apply sa ating solution na gagawin. Algorithms, sequences of operations in a problem space that may be repeated over and over again, that in theory guarantee the solution to a problem. Ito ay step-by-step procedure na kung saan napoproduce ito ng correct solution. Mahalaga na yung mga step sa procedure ay malinaw para yung expected outcome ng problem ay makuha natin. Heuristic. Tinatawag din itong rule of thumbs. It is a mental shortcut, informal, intuitive, speculative strategies that sometimes lead to an effective solution and sometimes do not. Nanggaling ito sa Greek word na heuriskin, meaning to discover. Madalas na ginagamit ito para makagawa tayo ng quick decision. Di ba nga, mabilis ng pagsasolve lang siya, kaya yung result is sufficient lamang sa limited na time. Incubation, generally, masasolve pa rin naman yung problem. Tumitigil nga lang tayo saglit, tapos tinutuloy na natin ulit ang pagsasolve and may extra progress na ulit na nangyayari. We putting the problem aside for a while without consciously thinking about it offers one way in which to minimize negative transfer. It involves taking a pause from stages of problem solving. Ano naman yung 4 heuristics? Means and analysis. Basically, yung tinitingnan natin dito ay yung ating goal. Para makaabot tayo sa ating goal, pwede tayong gumamit ng strategy. Working forward naman, nagsisimula tayo sa initial state and we will work to goal state. Working backward naman, yung problem solver, magsisimula siya sa end and tries to work backward from there. Generate and test. Mayroong generator na pwedeng gumawa ng possible solutions and may tester naman na magte-test ng possible solutions. Titingnan natin kung correct ba yun or incorrect. Isomorphic problems. Two problems are isomorphic, that is, their formal structure is the same and only their content differs. Isomorphic, galing siya sa Greek word na iso, meaning equal, morphic, meaning shape or form. Ibig sabihin, equal or same ng shape and form. As you can see, tulad ng tic-tac-toe and a magic square, sila ay example ng isomorphic problems na kailangan ng mental operations. And kung nakikita nyo, tulad sila ng way kung paano sagutan. Pwedeng pa-row, pa-column, and diagonal yung pagsasagot. Ill-structured problems and the role of insight. The preceding ill-structured problems are insights. You need to see the problem in a novel way. Kailangan natin tingnan yung problem as a new, parang hindi tayo familiar. Insight is a distinctive and sometimes seemingly sudden understanding of a problem, of a strategy that aids in solving the problem. Ito ay unique, natatangi. Sabi nga nila, ito yung aha moment. Sudden solution to a problem, sudden recognition of a new idea, and sudden understanding of a complex situation. Insight often involves detecting and combining relevant old, new information to gain a novel view of the problem or of its solution. Hindi natin pwedeng pwersahin ang ating insight pero may ibang paraan para mahubog ito. Example nun, yung pagmumuni-muni, mag-concentrate sa ibang bagay dahil makakatulong ito sa ating unconscious mind para mag-cultivate ng creative solution. Yung right hippocampus natin, it is critical in the formation of an insightful solution. Although insights may feel as tough, they are sudden. They are often the result of much prior thought and hard work. Early Gestalist view. Gestalt psychologists emphasize the importance of the whole as more than a collection of parts. It requires problem solver to perceive the problem as a whole. Gestalt psychologist Max Weitermeyer wrote about productive thinking, which involves insights that go beyond the bounds of existing associations. We need to break away from your existing associations and see each problem in an entirely new light. He distinguished it from reproductive thinking, which is based on existing associations involving what is already known. Example niyan yung insight demonstrated by chimpanzee. Dito, pinapakita yung 4 na aspect ng problem solving. Yung goal. Goal niya na makuha yung banana. Yung given dito ay yung boxes, and syempre yung banana. Yung obstacles niya ay yung height, kasi hindi niya yun maabot. Tapos, yung meron siya ditong knowledge. Nagkaroon ng insight yung chimpanzee na makuha yung banana sa pamamagitan ng pagpapatong-patong ng boxes. And yun, nakuha niya na yung banana. Ibig sabihin, merong productive thinking na nangyayari. Neo-Gestalist view. Some researchers have found that insightful problem solving can be distinguished from non-insightful problem solving in 2 ways. For one thing, when given routine problems to solve, problem solvers show remarkable accuracy in their ability to predict their own success in solving a problem prior to any attempt to solve it. In contrast, when given insight problems, problem solvers show poor ability to predict their own success prior to trying to solve the problem. Obstacles and aids to problem solving. Mental set. People have to only use solutions that have worked in the past rather than looking for alternative ideas. Example yung teacher, kapag hindi gumagawa ng schoolwork yung mga student niya, palagi niya pinapagalitan. Hindi niya naisip na mas ma-encourage niya yung mga student kapag binigyan niya ito ng reward. Functional fixedness is the inability to realize that something known to have a particular use may also be used for performing other functions. Para lahat ng bagay, hindi lang siya sa isang bagay na functions, pwede din sa iba. Stereotypes beliefs that members of a social group tend more or less uniformly to have particular types of characteristic. We seem to learn many stereotypes during childhood. Negative and positive transfer. Transfer any carryover of knowledge or skills from one problem situation to another. Transfer can be either negative or positive. Negative transfer occurs when solving an earlier problem makes it harder to solve a later one. Sometimes an early problem gets an individual on a wrong track. Example yun, yung police, nahihirapan siyang isolve yung political crime because that crime is different from the kind of crime that they typically deal with. Positive transfer naman occurs when the solution of an earlier problem makes it easier to solve a new problem. That is, sometimes the transfer of a mental set can be an aid to problem solving. Example niya, yung skills natin in mathematics or different subjects, pwede natin yung i-apply sa iba't ibang bagay. Dahil na mathematics, pwede natin siyang i-apply sa business. And that's all. Thank you.